Yeah, we are back. Episode 2. The boys are back here for the second time. First one went pretty well. I feel pretty good about it, right? Yeah. Earth to John.
I mean, we're not fucking famous yet.
No. I mean,
I guess it'll take 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's like 100 of there's like 100 of you almost that subscribe. So
we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We're getting there. We're gonna be famous. Yeah, John said
Cinco de Mayo. Let's go.
It is. We're recording on May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. So
when we get famous, don't ask me for shit.
Yeah, they already got the perks of being like. Drew used to make fun of me because there'd be, remember that guy down at the lagoon that was like, "Oh, you're a YouTuber." John too. He's there. Somebody recognized you from YouTube at the lagoon. And I'm like, yeah, it's not actually as cool
one person
cool as you think.
In like a year and a half I've known him.
I mean, hey, no. Actually, my kids are like, yeah. Before, what's his name? Rockstar Flipper. And then, he started letting my son drive his car. So then,
that's how we get away. Yeah, you just bribe kids with cars and money and stuff.
Casey lets all the kids drive his car.
I was at the dog park and this lady.
She's not letting him sit on his lap. We're okay.
I was at the dog park and this lady's like, "Oh, I heard you're on YouTube," and she's like, "It gets around." I'm like, "I don't know you," and she goes, "Is it anything my kids will watch?" I'm like, "Definitely not. For sure not."
No,
it's business. No, she's like, "Oh, you don't do Pokemon videos?" I'm like,
Pokemon.
No.
Unless it's talking about buying and selling Pokemon.
Yeah, that's about it. But no,
I don't even watch half your videos.
Nobody here watches.
I just make fun of you. Yeah. I'll just make fun of your shirt sometimes.
Yeah, like I've seen the videos and I look at it and I'll be like, yeah, about 14 seconds. I'll be like, I'll give them a like. You know what I mean?
If anybody wants to know why my YouTube videos fail and neither of these two know it and they're gonna know it now, when you click in my video and you only watch it for 14 seconds and you click out, it tells the algorithm that you hated it and now it won't recommend it to other people.
But if you give a little hearty heart, then
how can it be?
Sort of offsets it a little bit, I guess.
Okay, so next time I'll just like sit it down
mute me and put me in the background. Minimize. So in case you're watching our podcast, please don't cancel out of it after 14 seconds.
So what happens if somebody goes in
seconds.
for 14 seconds and watches another like 8 minutes and then comes back and watches?
So yeah, every time there's a view, it calculates the average watch time, how long they watched it for, like what percent of the video. So if it's a 10-minute video and they watched 5 minutes, it's a 50% watch time. And so that's pretty good. Like anything over 50 is great. Most people watch on average for podcast categories, like 35-40% of the podcast. They don't watch the whole thing. The average person, which is crazy to me. Because if I'm interested enough to watch something for 5 minutes, I'm probably going to watch the whole thing.
Correct.
Right?
But that's what I'm saying. So if it's an hour, right? Mm-hmm. And then I watch 15 minutes, but it's still my, continue watching.
Yeah.
So now it only gave you the 15 minutes of that time, and then when I watch it again, it only gives me the rest, or does it say the same person?
If you click out of it, if you stay in it, it'll keep counting it. But if you click out of it and come back, it's a different watch. Okay. Yep, that's how it works.
Social watch media. The shit, goddammit.
Yeah, watch it. So So also a couple comments. I know some people talk to us. Drew's mic. We're gonna dial it all in. We're not professionals. I've been on YouTube enough that I should be professional at this. I just bought some stuff and I set it up and we're going with it. So we'll get it dialed in. If you guys have any comments or concerns or like, hey, Drew's hat is crooked or something, just tell him. He'll read the comments.
It's supposed to be crooked. That's how they wear them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still has the tag on it too.
Yeah, it does.
Like, we know you didn't buy that shit.
Listen, I'm going to steal some. Won't be a hat.
You'll make it worth it, right?
For real. Like $37,000 worth of
$37,000 worth of
going back to the first episode
of some nays,
some hair dye or something.
So I thought about that, right? So since he
thought about it,
right? Because now if we're going to be on some, black people shit, since they wasn't doing anything about, you should have got some shit too.
He's talking about the police didn't do nothing about it.
You should have got some shit too and just reported it all. Right? Start charging your own shit too.
Yep. And then calling the credit card company and telling them
it wasn't you.
As long as you're buying like Jordans and, KFC gift cards.
Yeah, you would have did some other
Hunches,
shit.
chicken and waffles.
Yeah. Don't buy no Hurley.
Don't get your pair of Skechers.
Some Ray-Bans or some shit. You know what I mean?
Look at these fans.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they frown on that. I think it's credit card fraud, which they already accused me of.
Well, that's what they're doing.
Correct.
No, the credit card companies called me, like a couple of them. Well, a few of them were cool as could be, but a couple of them called me and were like, yo, that didn't really happen. I'm like, do I look like I shop at Tory Burch and Hunch's Chicken and Waffles at 4:40 in the morning? They're like, maybe.
We don't judge.
Yeah,
we don't judge.
And I'm like, dude,
everybody likes a good chicken.
None of this was. I know, but they grilled. It took weeks.
They really do.
Seriously.
And I'll tell you, like, my Apple card is through Goldman Sachs. They didn't even blink an eye. They just refunded everything.
Yeah, because it's Goldman Sachs.
They were like, done. Chase,
first of all, how do you?
They don't need you.
I mean, my shit would, like I said, would have cut off at $37. They would have been hitting me fraud. You said $40.
He'd have gone negative.
He said,
"You owe us. You're getting a bill."
He
in the
got all
mail.
the way to $37,000. They were still racking shit out.
And they would have been if I hadn't woken up enough from my watch to shut it off. Yeah, I don't know. Chase card was pretty cool about it. Capital One was mad as hell. Capital One, they've been a great card, but they were mad.
Because
as
a
hell.
lot of niggas got Capital One cards.
What's in your wallet?
What's in your wallet? Nothing. Not after that.
After they stole your shit.
So if you missed that story and you didn't see episode 1, go check out episode 1. You can hear the whole story of my
Bank with Chase. Chase is really good. I like
Chase is good. Yeah, Chase was cool about it. My Chase card was like they took care of it. Capital One was mad.
I used to have SunTrust back in the day.
I did too. I got kicked out of SunTrust forever.
Me too.
It's Truist now.
Oh, what happened to me was crazy. I got FBI calls, no joke.
Really? So we have business accounts through them. And we had a lot of money at the time in the bank, and they were changing over to Truist. And then one day we got a letter, and they were like, "We're choosing to discontinue
not do business with you."
And we were like,
Yeah.
What? Like, we've never had an issue. We have plenty of money. We had like 14 accounts. Like why?
14
and
accounts.
they could not give. They would not give us a reason why they didn't want to do business with us anymore.
I went in the bank the next day after I got kicked out of SunTrust. This is probably like 2010, maybe.
See, mine wasn't that much. I think mine would have been like maybe 21.
Oh no! So I walked in, and the old lady at the SunTrust. This was down in Brandon, right by the fairgrounds. She like it popped up on her computer. She's like, "We're not allowed to talk to you. You have to call in the number or something." I'm like, "Well, I'm here. They can't tell me why." And she goes, "All I can do is give you." I probably had like $1,400 in that account. She's like, "I can make a withdrawal for your total amount. Please hold." Came back, gave me the money. She goes, "Please exit." I'm like, all right. But I found out years later what had happened because I actually knew a girl that worked there, but she didn't want to risk her job. But she ended up not working there. She told me years and years later that there was a guy that I did business with that was a shady mofo that I was transferring money to. And I didn't really know that he was shady. I kind of thought maybe he was up some. And he didn't even live here. He lives in California and Philadelphia. And
I thought you were going to say he was a Nigerian prince.
No, he's big old 400-pound white guy.
Fool me once.
Big 400-pound white guy. I'll tell you that story another time. But he was just doing me a favor, paying people for inventory, and I would pay him back. And I guess he was super shady. Like, he ended up doing time in federal jail. And they just linked me to him. And she's like, yeah, they linked you to that guy, and that was enough for them to kick you out. And I'm like, you couldn't just tell me that? She goes, no, because then you could have tried to go around it and stuff.
But I mean, at the end of the day, fuck you, right? Because I mean, we've had an account with them since 1998.
Jeez.
So you know what I mean. Yeah. So when they did that, we were like, what? Like, shit was crazy.
Edit that out.
They were mad at me one time because I had my kids. One day I look up and I'm like, there's like $680 something missing out my account. So I'm like, what the hell? Fucking not Roblox. One of the other games, right? They were playing. Now my kids were hooked up to my Gmail, right?
Charge.
So when they were hitting it, and they were like, "Oh shit, it's going through."
Skins.
That it was going through, so they thinking they were getting over. Like, yeah. So all of a sudden, I'm like, "Yo, what?" Yeah. So the bank was like, "Yeah, well, so I had to tell them that somebody stole my phone and this, that, and the other." And it took me like 3.5 weeks, but they did it. Yeah.
That's how long it took for me.
Let's take a time out for a commercial break here. Today's episode is brought to you by what the fuck is this shit?
Gloria.
From Rancho de Gloria.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo, people.
We're representing, so send more bottles.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
Yeah, we need sponsorship.
We'll sell 3 bottles for you. No, so
1, 2, 3.
So when I
BOGO at Publix.
I know this is crazy how it just goes, but like,
see, listen to that pour. Oh man, that's a commercial right there.
That is a commercial.
That sound like the Snoop Dogg.
Gin and juice. You ever see where he's like, "Oh, you want me on a song? It's 250 G's for 8 bars." He goes, "You want me on that music video? It's 250,000 more." I'm like, man, like, what do you do to get to like 250 grand for 5 minutes a time? Like, ooh.
40 years.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's the thing.
And murder.
So when they talk about that, well, that was the case at the game.
That was the case that he got, yeah.
But,
and he got off.
Yeah, he had Johnny Cochran.
Oh, that's right.
He had Johnny. The same
what's his name? Croydus. What's his real name?
Who? Calvin Brodus.
Calvin Brodus.
I thought you were Johnny Cochran.
Yeah.
Johnny.
No.
Yeah, Calvin. Calvin. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? You fucked me up with Clovis or some shit. What you say his name?
Crotus? I don't know. Calvin Brodus. I had it halfway right.
Oh, so who do you think is the biggest rap star ever?
Like sales?
No, just pure. Who's the biggest rap star?
I mean, if you're,
you could compare probably 3. No,
Like,
Dre's a bigger producer than he's a rap star.
but what I'm saying is, he's also a rap star. So
I would say
Jay-Z.
People would argue Jay-Z, people would argue Tupac, and people would maybe argue maybe Biggie. He didn't make it long enough, but
So it's Snoop, 100%.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Snoop. Your
He's the only one
grandmother
that
knows
lasts.
Snoop.
He's our mascot of the
Little
Olympics.
kids know Snoop.
yeah, no kidding, right?
Snoop, right? Everybody knows Snoop.
Well, I'll tell you, because he made it so long, he became the biggest marketing genius. He's in so many commercials with so
Now.
many products. Now.
Yeah, now. But you
He
know
was
what I'm saying?
genius with that.
Anywhere you go, everybody knows Snoop. Snoop's so damn famous, they let him smoke in the White House.
That's true. Good point. All right.
They let him smoke in the White House.
only when Obama's in, though.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
he ain't been back in. Yeah.
He ain't getting away with that when
Well,
Bush.
you know now, Trump is selling
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know,
Trump would be like, I got tariffs on it.
Hey, you
but
But yeah, he's gonna.
you can
I give you half off on the tariffs.
you can do white powder in the Biden White House. I mean,
well, apparently,
that happened.
Well, apparently they're not real good cokeheads if they dropping it.
Dropping it in the lockers.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, with self-respect, the cocaine loses their bag. You know.
I mean, I'm not going to say it was his son, but it was definitely his son's dealer.
Well, I mean, everything about that shit was shady anyway.
Yeah.
The
Well,
dog- that wasn't even a real dog. Come on, that dog was biting the shit out of people. They picked that dog up somewhere on the way in. At the inauguration,
that dog
somebody
was on
dropped the
cocaine.
dog.
That's why it was biting everybody.
Cocaine dog?
Cocaine
Yeah.
dog. That's
yeah.
why.
That's probably true.
And that's everybody's losing their shit because Trump, sent a meme out of him in the Pope outfit.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And it's like, dude, the White House is full of people, just like us. Have a sense of humor.
It's a meme. Yeah.
Biden would have done it. Bush, Clinton, anybody. It's just funny.
He sent out another
But
meme.
people want to like
Yeah, no, they're
turn it
blasting
into
him.
something stupid.
That he's being
something that's not.
anti-Catholic, anti-religious. Yeah.
Everybody's fucking doing it. I'm the next pope. Whatever. Trump does it, and then it's like.
So this next it's bad. See, the next
It's
episode.
weird that it is a
no,
president
the next
that-
episode's thumbnail. I should put all 3 of us in AI generated Pope outfits. The problem is, it's not going to look right on him because, well,
our next pope is black.
The first perp was black. Fuck that.
Yeah. No, but
Black
I
people
can't
started
put
everything.
him in a Pope outfit. I mean, you might not be able to put us in a Pope outfit because then people will think it's not a Pope outfit. They'll think it's I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
guess.
it could get cross.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, the Pope is supposed to be the holiest person, right?
He's the conduit from God to us.
Yeah.
But how do you get voted in then?
From all the Cardinals.
all the Cardinals.
All the other child molesters.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, hey, listen. Well,
Hey, God loves the
who's got the
children.
most booty?
He's like Wu-Tang. It's for the children.
It's for the children. But I'm just asking, right? So you could have been the holiest person, but you lost by 1 vote.
Yeah,
Like,
right. I know.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I know.
Like, come on.
Yep.
It's a popularity contest. That's what he's saying.
I ain't never seen nobody walk up to nobody be like, go ahead and walk again. You know what I mean?
Oh, I have. Have you ever seen those?
Not
those
the church.
the church videos where he's like, "Go out, Holy Spirit."
Yeah, they paid them. Like
And they all start
$200
dancing and talking in tongues and playing with snakes.
Yeah.
And
I used to have an eye right here on my forehead, and
Don't get me started on
thanks to this
religion.
holy water for $250, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lady that said she had like whatever the muscular dystrophy,
Yeah.
couldn't walk. She got up dancing down the aisle. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
grandma.
miracle.
No, damn well she used to be a soul train dancer.
Yeah, listen.
Working on down.
These are the churches that Drew goes to, by the way. That's the
Oh,
church he attends.
I don't do church anymore.
Anymore. I grew up
I
going
grew
to
up going to
church
church too.
3 times a week.
Twice a week, but
It should be in the young people's the choir, used to
The
Bible study,
yeah, what they call
selling
it?
dinners on the weekends.
They did like Vacation Bible School, VBS.
Oh, that's where you got raised?
It must have been. I don't have good memories of that place.
Shit, you don't have memories of a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's all that bourbon.
I was gonna say that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Or is it that Gloria
That
right there?
Gloria's margarita mix. Yeah.
Gloria from a store.
For your next cookout, Gloria's margarita. We'll get. Good Lord. Yeah, it's tough. Like when I make YouTube videos, I always have like topics of like, okay, today's video is about UPS shut down 20,000 jobs and 70 things. Like when we sat down,
Boring.
yeah, it's boring. I know, but I have a topic. I know exactly what to cover. When we sat down with this, we were like, we're just going to talk about whatever's going on right now. And then I started thinking about, well, if we get rid of politics and news, like what the hell is going on in the world?
Dick jokes.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
There were a few.
We'll be the only people that have negative subscribers.
Yeah.
We'll start going backwards and shit.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about.
We'll touch on politics. We'll touch on religion.
We
We'll touch on things. But I don't want to get too deep into because then that's where you start losing people.
Yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, we really don't give a shit because whatever is going to happen is going to fucking happen anyway. Yep. So
if you got a faith in whatever religion you are, that's fine with me. They all preach the same shit. Do good, don't do bad.
Exactly.
My religion, personally, golden rule.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, that's how we ended the last episode.
We're gonna end it every fucking episode.
So
don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Correct. And they all say the same shit. Different ways of going about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Different forms of gods. And
to our future advertisers, we can cut the last 5 seconds of not be a dick in case you need that.
And we can cut anything you need.
Don't be a penis.
As long as you cutting that check.
Yeah, but I was just watching a doc right when you guys come in. I was on my computer. I was doing some edits and I was watching a documentary that a poker website didn't pay like 30 big influencers, like not Mr. Beast, but his crew, Amaranth, who's like a huge girl streamer, like 10 million subs, whatever. They all did advertising for this poker site, and the total, it's like $30 million they didn't pay out. Like one girl's owed 600 grand, one guy's owed like $1 million. I'm like, yo, that's enough money that somebody's getting
Yeah.
unoffed.
They're unoffed. Unoffed sounds like blue balls.
They're getting
unoffed.
They're getting murdered.
Yeah.
Can I say murdered?
No.
Damn it. Fuck, kill. Shit. Beep.
Did we say murder was the case earlier?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I had a sponsor one time owe me a
Murder,
guy.
She Wrote was my favorite show.
Oh God. I had a sponsor one time owe me $5
One of
grand.
my favorite songs.
You can't even
Nah. Murder, she.
Murder, she
Oh,
wrote.
murder,
No, I had a
murder,
sponsor owe me $5 grand one time for like
Come again.
for like 2 months. He owed me $5 grand. I had to chase him down. I saw him in Vegas. I'm like, bro, before we leave the city, you're gonna wire me that $5,000 or whatever. And it took.
Then you was only negative 32,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It took all week to get him to send me that money. And he's like, oh, I got to call my accounting team. I got to call my Filipinos. I got to call these people. They got to go to my bank. I'm like, no, you need to open your phone up and click the button, transfer money. I'll give you what you need. And you're going to send me my $5 grand.
I can't see you getting thugged out on nobody.
No,
man.
I was
mad.
I was mad at him. I'm like, dude, you owed me $5 grand for like a month now, and you're supposed to pay once a month. You didn't pay, and I've been bugging you for a couple weeks. I knew we were coming out here, and I was like, I didn't want to have to see you in person to do that, but here we are, and you owe me $5,000.
You was looking like a cherry tomato.
Like somebody owes me $500.
See him being red as hell.
No,
man.
somebody owes me $500. I won't get too mad. Like you owe me
Looking
my
like me.
money, pay me. But 5,000 is a chunk of change. That's
Of
a
course.
solid amount of money. Even
course.
1,000 or 2,000 is a good amount of money. And I was like, $5 grand, bro. Like that's enough for me to get mad. Like, and so so now I'm thinking about this girl's owed 600,000. Like,
And you
what?
already did the work. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. You already
Yeah.
did the work.
You can't get it back. So there's that. And so I didn't finish it. I don't know what the ultimate outcome is, but I guess these people moved overseas and like up and I'm like, with 30 million in unpaid bills, like to vendors, to websites, to influencers. I'm like, damn.
Good luck soon.
I know what they did too. 30 million's looking good to live in Costa Rica.
Shit. Niggas looking good to live in a lot of
Buy
places.
Costa Rica.
Yeah,
for 30
pretty
million.
much.
Good.
No, it'd be better than I guess. Being parents in our neighborhood. Drew didn't hear this. I overheard some kids. Yesterday was our neighborhood lagoon's Cinco de Cuatro because they couldn't do it on Cinco de Mayo celebration.
Look at you, bilingual now.
I know. And hola,
¿Cómo está?
¿cómo está? Mi nombre es Casey.
That's my number. Casey.
Bienvenido a podcast. Is that welcome to the podcast? No, I think it is.
I don't know. I don't speak that. I speak Ebonics.
What
up,
Ebonics?
Pretty much. No, and these kids were talking to their parents.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. These kids. Oh Jesus. That one will be edited out.
Yeah, you might need to.
I might need to edit that one
What?
out. Is that 7-Eleven or 9-11?
I just said hello.
Is that 7-Eleven or 9-11?
7-Eleven or 9-11.
These parents, like, were talking to their kids about, I guess somebody's kid got caught sneaking out or doing something they probably shouldn't have been doing. They were like 13, 14, 15.
Still
whatever
doing
they were.
regular teenage shit.
Regular teenage shit. Right, that we all did, all of us. Except they were mad because they live in 2025 where we have Ring cameras and cameras on
Where they
here.
can get caught.
And their worst part was they got around the Ring camera. They go out the side door, back door, out the window if they need.
I got them screwed shut.
Yeah, but what they were mad about is that obviously their family was friends with the neighbor, and the neighbor's cameras caught them. It's even worse. They were like, "Yo, little Susie called you, mom, and told you I was down the street." Goddamn right, I did. And I'm like, man, the whole street's got cameras.
Just it. Yeah, like you've called me when my kids were on your doorstep.
Yeah,
trying to
get away with something. I don't know.
Ding dong that bitch or whatever they call it nowadays.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like me ratting on him. I just messaged him like, John, what does your son want? He's at my front door. What's my son doing at their front door? I'm like, oh, I think I just ratted on him.
So Sunday morning, I wake up and look at my text, and there's notification that my son had turned the alarm off because it takes a picture.
Of course, exactly.
Of you at like 12:30 a.m. Some girls came over and wanted him to come out.
Oh, you can't be mad at that.
No, I wasn't mad. Mom was mad.
But I'm saying
Mom was mad.
You got to do the. Well, I mean, what's wrong with you? You know
right.
what you got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've done it.
You got to disable the notifications on your wife's phone.
You remember
what they look like?
You remember when that whole shit went down with my kid, right?
Yeah.
When the lady, she took a picture of my son coming out the woods with a girl and shit, and was on some.
I feel like I remember
put
that.
it all on Facebook. This, that, and the other.
We were almost family at one point.
Yeah. My son.
I mean, they
wait. It was your daughter? And
No.
No.
My other son, my oldest son. Somebody, they were coming out the woods somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And there was a few people. But either way, this chick took a picture of my son and then put it on Facebook talking shit. Now, we knew it. You know who it was, right? Remember Curtis?
Yeah.
His wife.
Oh. Okay.
So we were like, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, you don't put nobody's child on Facebook. Secondly, nobody was on your property. Why you worried about my? Right. Why you worried about it? You know what I mean? So that was
it's none of your business.
Wait, so the girl wasn't your daughter?
No. Wait. We're talking about something different.
Yeah, my middle son and his daughter, they talk.
Oh, yeah. That's no.
You set that up. You don't remember?
That's what I thought we were talking about
I know.
first. And then,
that's what I thought too. I was like, wait a minute. But your older son was the one in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I talked some sense into my daughter, and so she backs off. You know,
She didn't want that. She didn't want that last name. We're not gonna say it, but she didn't want that last name.
I mean, you can say my last name. I don't give a shit. I'm proud of my last name.
And the same.
It wasn't.
You can't take the heat.
You know what I mean? It wasn't fun growing up.
No, because this is a story I always remember. It wasn't just.
How do you
because
think
of
I feel? Last name Madden. Come on.
I mean, but that's pretty cool.
So
John
bad.
Madden.
You're John Madden.
Fucking bad.
I was a fat nigga growing up. My last name was Kitchen.
Yeah, he's not kidding. That's a true story. His last name's Kitchen.
Yeah, well, I was a fat white guy that didn't like to fly.
Well, pigs.
No.
I didn't get. I didn't get picked on, and I don't got a stupid name, so I can't really, get on the.
You didn't get picked on with Casey?
No, nobody really messed with me. We had another kid in our school named Casey too, so it was really like.
Yeah, I've only known a couple dudes with girl names, and you're one of them. I knew another Casey in high school. I mean, and Aaron's pretty feminine for a boy name.
Aaron.
Well, Aaron, but
Aaron.
Aaron or Aaron?
We talking about Aaron or Aaron? Aaron.
Because if you from the hood, it's Aaron.
We're gonna start.
Still Friday kind of.
We're gonna start calling your wife that every time we see her. Hey, Ern.
So you feel like Aaron Rodgers is a girl name?
Hey, Aaron.
It's not a masculine like a Chuck or a Bob. You know what I mean?
In fifth grade.
Not that I'm saying it's not a boy's name. It's definitely more masculine than a Casey. But
it's like, look, I'm sorry, when I was like fourth grade, I knew this dude named Holly.
Oh yeah, that's
not a good one.
That's fuck his parents.
Yeah, I forgot.
Who did what the fuck?
Holly.
Yo, I saw Holly yesterday. By the way, we saw Holly.
Which Holly though?
Bartender Holly.
No, you know she's like I call her Sybil.
Yeah,
she's got like 7 different personalities.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You never know who you get.
And she used to though. Yeah,
after she's been with Dahmer.
Dahmer, I don't know. Dahmer calmed her down. It's kind of weird. Like that's another story.
He ate her out and calmed her down.
So we have a.
That was good.
We have a bartender that you never know what you're gonna get with her. And
we love you, Holly.
We love you, Holly. She's gonna watch it. She heard about it yesterday. I'm like, oh shit. But she met a boy, a man, whatever you want to call him, and
a boy.
Oh boy.
And he calmed her down. And
as long as you don't call me boy.
He looks.
That's what we call you behind your back.
He looks like Dahmer. He's got the whole gold frame glasses, and his name is David, but he's
a cool guy.
He's a cool dude, yeah. And apparently he's cool for Holly because, well, I don't know.
Dahmer's doppelganger, though, or doppel.
Yeah, he's doppelganger. Like,
So-
you know, you can buy that costume for Halloween on the internet. He don't need it. He doesn't need it.
He just goes
Yeah, he
as
goes
himself. He's like, I'll just put a shirt on.
No, but those kids were down there talking about how
blood
much
drops on it.
those kids were talking
And a
about
bib.
how much parents suck. And
A knife and a fork, just walk around.
is this thing on?
It is. We're not listening.
They're still on about Dahmer. I'm like, I don't want to make fun of Holly. Might get mad.
No, we're not making fun. We
No, we do it to their
That's
face.
exactly. I'm about to say, Holly, no.
I asked her yesterday. I was like, "So how's Dahmer doing?"
Yeah.
You know.
And she always loves to answer. She goes, David's so good. And I'm like, yeah, let's keep calling him David.
I said, "How's his appetite these days?"
Yo, he disappeared at one point. Remember, he disappeared for like 6 months. No one saw
Must
him.
have
We're
been
like,
vegan.
yeah, we were like, did Holly reverse Dahmer? Like, what happened here?
Shit. I wouldn't put it past Holly. We love you, Holly. I'm buying canned beer from now on.
Like and subscribe, Holly.
Yeah. Look, she's gonna come through that door one day. We're gonna be like, oh, what's
Bursting
up?
through.
Yeah.
Y'all got some. She was like, oh, I could sit down and talk with Madden and Drew. I'm like, oh, here we go.
So do you? I mean,
What's
you
up?
jerk off a lot in here, don't you? It's like soundproof.
Soundproof and everything.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't approve this message.
If you could,
It's got sheets. It's got
sorry,
sheets.
I'm like a squirrel. Squirrel.
It's got sheets.
yeah.
To protect the whole.
Yeah.
The wall. Yeah.
So, the sheets
for the
stand up
ski?
on them.
I got
You
good
got sheets for the skate?
Yeah, I got good
Sheet for the
lighting.
ski.
I got good lighting.
They're awful stiff.
Yeah, no ambiance. And that's, I don't think you're
I
missing
can,
is a
I
candle.
can, I can,
You
pro-
ain't got
I
no
can
candle?
project it up onto my big 49-inch screen and see it in real time.
If we could pan around, you'd see what we're talking about. But
I'll pan it around.
there's
for the
like a
website.
male blow up doll over here, and
It's close.
Yeah, I know that's bullshit. I wouldn't be in this room. It was a fucking blow up.
There's gonna be one for the next episode. Don't worry.
he'd be like, "Oh hell nah."
We'll be filming outside from now on.
Which we should film in some other spots sometimes.
Yeah, we need to go on location.
As long as it's not nighttime, though, you know what I mean?
I now
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
well,
with having
Yeah, you
this
gotta be
setup,
able to see me.
You just gotta
with
keep
having this
smiling.
setup, I understand how
Eyes open.
how Pat McAfee and all they got to move all that equipment around. They got people.
That's just
setting
it.
all that-
Take all this.
and to move it all.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
I mean,
for
we had
you.
this. We had this board. We
I
had
ain't
this
doing
board
shit.
and microphones.
I'm just here
downstairs.
so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Talking about practice.
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 Supposed to be a star player. You talk about
Marshawn.
Yeah,
Lynch. I didn't want to say the last name, but it's fine.
You went wench.
Yeah, like I mean, that's
Marshawn,
but that's the man's name.
It is his name.
It would only be a white person that.
I wonder if he
I
got
don't want
made-
to say Lynch.
I wonder if he got made fun of growing up. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Marshawn looked like he a fucking nigga since he was
Yeah.
like 4.
When he was like 4, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for a black guy with the last name Lynch. It's
That's probably not a good
and
thing.
it's worse than Kitchen.
Yeah.
You think so?
Fat kid kitchen. Black kid.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
Lynch, really?
Fat kitchen.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He from the hood. Lynch. Yeah,
love you, Marshawn.
yeah, for real.
Don't,
He's
don't
gonna
kill
come
me.
busting through the door.
Don't unalive me.
Yeah, him and Holly gonna come busting through the door.
We're gonna make a lot of
So
enemies.
speaking of football, you did say something about Tucker or some new.
Oh
some new
yeah,
news
right
came
before we
out?
came on.
Oh yeah.
Because last I seen yesterday, they were like, "We're going to make
Make a football decision. It's
Yeah,
always
so
a
that
football
means
decision.
we don't care about that other
Bullshit.
shit.
That means give us a few days. He's gone.
That means it's bullshit.
Yeah, he's gone. They
They're
released
covering
him.
up because there's like 16 fucking massage therapists that
yeah,
came out
16.
that are like 8 different spots.
Yeah, like 2 per. Do you think that all 16 are lying, or
And-
do you think one is lying?
No, I think maybe 4 could be true, and the rest might be lying. Right? You jump on the
Piggybacking.
right.
You don't know.
Well, I
Yeah.
had him as right. I had him as a client. All I got to do now is just say it's like
Jump
a,
on, yeah.
what do
Jump
you
on
call
that
it?
fucking class action.
Class action. That's all
Yeah.
that is. Why not? Right? I'm not going to knock him for it, but at the same time, you're ruining somebody's life and their reputation
Yeah.
if it really didn't happen. And this again, if you let's say we put everybody up on a lie detector. Right, even though it's not admissible in court, but let's just say, and you come to find out, like 8 of them is like, you know what I mean, being deceptive. Then it's like, yo, like, come
Yeah.
on.
At least a few of
know?
you are, yeah. Well, what I thought about was like, of all the people, he's a kicker that makes like $3 million a year. He ain't some big high. Yeah, he's famous and he's the
Oh no,
best
he's
kicker. But
for
he's not
decades
like
he's been
the best kicker in the league. Yeah,
one of the top 3
but
in the league.
He's not like the prime. And this guy
Yeah, but
sings
he's-
opera for a living, and he's like, you know, quintessential clean married 2-kid white boy with the slick back hair. And it's like, he's the one that you targeted? Like,
But because it's probably
Probably
but
true.
again, it's
It's
probably
probably
true.
true.
Like you it's just like
They
I
try
think
to
it,
say his net worth is only $5 million, which is bullshit.
well, he only was making for the
Nah,
first
that's-
few the first few years.
With-
he was
with-
only
with
making
Jersey
like,
Jersey sales
But didn't he
and-
sign one of the biggest contracts for a kicker at some point?
yeah, that was 3 years ago. He signed like 16 or 18 million over 3 years. So like 5-6 million a year. Before that, he was only making like $1.5 million a year, less taxes, 750, 800 for whatever 10 years.
Need to move to Florida.
That was, even if he did $1 million in pocket for 10 years, that's only 10 million less what he spent.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he might have some sponsorships or some other deals or whatever, but he hasn't made that much money. His career earnings probably only $20 million.
Yeah.
So,
and he's not one of those people who has a bunch of endorsements
Gatorade and Rolex.
Stuff like
No. He might have one or two. But
I'm working right now. Leave me alone.
yeah, so his net worth at $5 million, probably accurate, maybe 7. I mean,
well, he's gonna be working at Subway soon.
no, that never goes well either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We know how that worked out.
Yeah, and that was like, that was a surprise.
Yeah,
Jared from Subway. I'm like, well, not Jared.
not
man.
Jared.
You watch that documentary?
Yeah, but I'm saying Jared lost like 300 pounds and got freaky out
that
there.
girl,
didn't
that girl set him up hard from that documentary. The one he was trying to get with her daughter. Which good props on her because he was trying and he would have, but she set him up. She had every phone call, every recorded, everything.
She said she went home and she just like cringed and just like
just having to listen to
having
the
to because he was like, oh yeah, because he went to the Philippines and
he did stuff overseas that no one even can prove all the stuff he did overseas. Yeah. That dude was messed up.
Jared.
And they were like,
that's another white person crime right there.
Yeah.
He's scheduled to be released.
We got school shooters and fucking
PEDOs
and diddling
doodads. Yeah. He's scheduled to get out in
Speaking
like
of Diddy.
2035, and I'm like, oh yeah, Diddy started today. But I'm like,
Yeah, I was
man,
gonna talk
Jared's
about
only 10 years from getting out of jail. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
With good behavior, he might get out in 8, 7. I don't know.
but what is he gonna do after that? Can you hear me now?
I mean,
It's gonna be that kind
listen.
now?
I personally, I think people like that are broken.
Yeah,
You can't
him
fix
for
them.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Just eliminate them. Just get them out of here.
Yeah,
Either,
I can't believe
either
he
kill
didn't
them. I mean, unalive them. Sorry, YouTube. Or take all these people, take all these petter asses and put them on an island together or something.
Trump announced
Like,
today he's
they don't
reopening.
belong back in
Put
society.
them in Alcatraz.
Trump announced today he's reopening Alcatraz.
It's not happening.
I know.
He was just talking.
It's
and
trolling.
everybody's
It's trolling.
It's
Still waiting for the border wall.
He put up 500 miles of it until Biden shut it down. Elon's there's no bigger troll than Trump. There's no bigger troll.
I'm just
than
asking, has the drug problem stopped?
No,
Do you think it will?
because we have
ever
2,300
stop?
miles of.
They're going
border.
underneath that.
That's fair. They got tunnels.
We watch.
Well, they can dig,
We watch El Chapo walk straight out of a fucking jail through a toilet.
Hop on a motorcycle and out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so you think that we're going to put something here and it's going to stop it? Come on, man.
Well, MythBusters told me it's practical to.
Anybody wants to hear what the fuck you got to say.
We're recording right now,
Yeah,
so
we're
turn that
recording
shit
right
off, man.
This is why we can't have nice things on podcasts.
Anybody wants to hear what the fuck you got to say.
that's my number one fan right here.
Big
Make
Merc.
sure to comment if you care what John has to say.
Like and
No,
subscribe.
MythBusters told me it's practical to throw yourself over a wall from a good distance. So yeah, they could get over the wall. I'm just saying. Maybe some of our Latino subscribers and viewers could chime in on.
No, they're out at the bar right now drinking tequila.
Oh, yeah, Cinco de Mayo, bad day.
Cinco de Mayo.
Be
Stay
safe.
safe, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brought to you by
no!
Gator.
Holy crap! I can't believe I didn't tell. Were you at Publix last night? No, you didn't go to Publix
I
last
don't
night.
think so.
So last
I'm
night,
at Publix a lot. But I
okay.
don't think...
So our neighborhood lagoon bar closes early some days.
Oh
We just-
no! I was home doing shit.
Yeah.
That's why I canceled on y'all last
Yeah,
night. I
I
had
know.
fucking chores. And
Yeah, by the way, our Publix has a bar.
I had
Our Publix,
Yeah.
For those of you not in the local area, our Publix is a grocery store that has a beer and wine bar. You can walk in, you can order a $5 beer, and you can put it in your grocery cart, and you can walk around and drink your beer, or you can sit at the bar.
they have
There's a little
cup
bar
holders in the fucking carts.
cup holders, right? Legit. I'll put a screenshot.
What
up
a
in the
life
edits.
we live in.
I know, right? So
Horrible.
Yeah.
when the lagoon bar
First world problems.
when the lagoon bar closes early at like 8:00, the Publix bar is open till 10. So you go to Publix, go to your grocery store to drink. This is when you know you have a problem. But
It's like going to Kroger for the last call. It's
yeah, no,
stupid.
legit.
It's crazy.
So
we,
stupid.
we go there and
and it's
the-
always white people. at
yeah,
the bar,
it
by
is.
the way.
And the
Yeah,
best
well,
part,
you
the
know.
best part is they can't accept tips, which is hilarious. They're not supposed to accept tips. You can leave it, but they tell you no tips, which is even better. So then it's a cheaper
$5 a beer.
Yeah, cheaper bar trip. So, anyways, we go there, and there's a young lady who was at the lagoon, but I only saw her for a couple minutes. She was friends with some mutual friends of ours. Anyway, she goes to Publix and she comes in and she's probably 40 years old, cute looking girl, decent.
Okay.
Gets her name. We're talking. Everything's cool. And they're talking about what they like to do or something, right? And she goes, "You ever been alligator fishing?" No, I never been alligator fishing. I'm like, I haven't either, but I'm going to listen to this, right? She goes, "Well, make sure you know what you're doing there because an alligator bit my hand off." She picks her hand up.
She didn't have no fucking
hand,
Oh, hell
straight
no.
out of Happy Madison, Gilmore, the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
Dude, she had her phone in between this nub and the four fingers.
Take
missing
that bitch
down to her
home.
wrist.
Take her
Down
home.
here, right?
Shit.
She had her whole normal hand. She's talking to us all the
Yeah,
time.
chilling.
She picks her hand up, and I'm like, my jaw's on the ground. I had to like turn around.
Dude,
What do you do?
get a hand job out of that.
So you must not have been good at alligator fishing.
I mean, and the fact that she's alive and still has
Yeah.
most of her limb,
Yeah,
maybe.
but that's hilarious.
But-
Yeah, and I'm just looking. I turned around. I went over to our other neighbors. There's like five, like Carolyn and Dana and
Wow.
and Cody and Matt are all there. I'm like, "Yo, did you guys see that girl?" Yeah, I'm like, "She ain't got no hand." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "An alligator ate it."
That
Good
is
Lord.
crazy.
Yeah, and so she.
This is the Florida shit
This
we
is
deal
Florida,
with.
Florida
That's
Florida
Florida
man,
woman.
Florida woman. Yeah. So I don't know if she was bullshitting.
Suck
She
on
might have
that
been
knob.
born that way. Like she could have been born that way.
But just using it.
But
like,
using
just
that,
use
if
the
it's
story.
true.
Listen, it's
But
like,
it
it's
did,
like
you know our neighbor Todd, right?
Todd.
His son Lincoln plays baseball.
Telling
He's
people's
over there.
last name on it and shit.
I mean,
I'll edit
Now
that.
somebody gonna squat his
edit
house.
All right, so our neighbor,
I know the Todd.
our neighbor Todd, yeah, our neighbor
My
Todd
favorite store.
was born without some of his things normal. Super cool guy. I love
Keeps
Todd to
me
death.
up.
And but you can kind of tell,
Hey.
you can kind of tell it's like a genetic, like he was born that way.
Yeah.
Her stuff looked all mangled and
She
different.
probably
Like
fucking,
it got gnawed on by
yeah,
a gator.
yes, yes.
That's hot.
And she had the story out
Stick
of her
that
mouth.
nub up my ass.
She had the story out without
mean-
breaking character or breaking sweat or nothing. She was just like, yeah, it just took my hand. I'm like,
I'm just saying, nobody just comes up with, "You ever been alligator fishing?"
I know. That's the
All right,
first.
it has to be true. Y'all lucky I wasn't there.
Because nobody goes
'Cause you
alligator
know me.
fishing. They
I
go
would've been
alligator,
like,
yo,
alligator hunting.
yo, I gotta invite this girl back
Oh,
over.
we got to have her on.
Oh yeah, we gotta have her on here.
Hey,
definitely
hey,
do.
Nubs McGee, if you're out there.
Yeah, for real. The adventures of.
Very, very good looking, pretty girl. I mean, nice enough.
I mean,
Talking,
but
chatting.
she gotta be ugly because she got a fucked up hand.
I didn't. Yeah, but it's because we were talking to her for like an hour, and then she just whips it out, and we're like,
I mean, she got an old war wound.
Yeah, I mean,
it was crazy. And then no one could stop looking at it. Everyone just like, oh my god, like it was.
Shit, I would have been like, "Give me 5."
Give me two. Give me two.
All night I would have been fucking.
No,
with
but
her.
she had her phone between like the thumb and the nub.
Give me a hand.
Yo, she had her phone.
nice to meet you again.
I got some groceries. Can you give me a hand?
Hey, dap me up.
She had her phone holding it between the nub and all, and then she had to bring out her credit card to pay, and she like used the other nub to grab the card and put it over. I'm like, this girl's.
Does she have like little toes on the end of the nub?
I don't even know. There were no thumb.
I
there were
think
no
it
fingernails.
grows like little tiny because. Oh man, I got to see this.
No.
Dude, he's getting laid more than I am.
Yeah, shit,
And
you
I'm fucking.
married.
Well, yeah, that's why.
You're married.
You know,
Why do you,
crazy.
Fuck
everyone
my
keeps
life.
asking me why I'm not married, and that's exactly why. You guys keep, oh, I got married, and
I've never
It's
said
actually
that.
not even the marriage part. It's the
the kids.
kids.
It's the kids.
Yeah,
The
it's
kids definitely change everything.
Fuck you, children.
And then also routine of life. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, that can.
Circle back to
But-
the kids hating
But
parents.
the kids, right?
Yeah.
These little motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
I had to have sex to have them.
And
And
now
now I have them.
I can't
And they
have
fucking
it.
my sex up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Close the door. Ooh, lock it. For what?
Let
them
them see.
Shit,
They'll never come back to the door, will they?
That's why they in the woods now.
You know what? That didn't work with a dog. I let him in, and he just jumped on the bed.
Oh, so you had a threesome.
Yeah, pretty much. It was my first time.
You know,
Oh,
it's against
dude.
the law.
Listen.
No, here we go.
You ever
That's
getting
against the law.
a cold, wet dog
Yes.
nose up your butthole
Yep.
when you're
Yep.
no? Because
Can't
you
say
don't
that
you don't
I
have dogs,
Because he ain't got no dogs.
dude. Just every once in a while, you just be going to town,
Yep.
just fucking going at it, and all of a sudden, woohoo!
Yep. The dog.
And I'm like, okay, all right, let's go. No,
They-
you know,
they
and then we
call
do
that
an Eiffel
bestiality.
Tower and
Oh, okay.
No, it was okay when I had
Trade
those
off.
little yippy dogs.
I tag him in.
No, I had a little yippy dogs. They
But
can't get
yes,
up on
I've-
they can't get on the bed. So I just put them down off the bed. The little yippy dogs would lay down on the bottom of the bed and just stare up at the bed because they couldn't get up. Now I got this horse
Couldn't
that
get it up? Oh, they couldn't.
no, the little yippy dogs just
Get-
laid at the
get
bottom of the bed.
up.
now I got a horse that just takes a step up onto the bed. He's like, "What's up, bro?" Kick him off the bed, and he comes back. He goes, "Oh, we're playing? Great."
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have your dog on.
And
Oh, the dog. Yeah.
Dog's a nice dog, beautiful dog.
Dog is an asshole.
How much that dog set you back?
3,000.
$3,000.
10% of my Vegas trip.
Yeah, well, that shit you 40 grand in the hole.
Jesus.
I make shit.
This podcast better start
That's what I'm
making
saying.
some
Money.
money.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
gotta start
Shit,
making
let me
Start
hold something,
generating.
man.
It's gonna have to make 90,000 for me to pay it back.
Let me hold something, man. You hold it.
120.
Damn sure don't spend it on clothes.
Nope. Nope. The one thing I've never bought is clothes. Like I'll buy cars, I'll buy dogs, I buy furniture, I'll buy tech. I don't buy clothes. I don't know why.
Prostitutes.
For what I pay for the car
In
for 1
Vegas.
month, I could go buy something in Vegas.
$37,000.
For what I pay for cars in a month, I could go out and fill a closet with like nice wardrobe. I don't know why I don't. It's been weird.
I mean-
I'm too rough on clothes too. Like that sounds crazy, but I'm not like a manual labor. I ain't out picking cherries or nothing. But I rip jeans, I rip pants, I rip clothes. What is
Picking cherries?
that? Isn't that how you get cherries? Don't you pick cherries? You pick them off the cherry
but-
tree?
But out of all shit, said cherries. Not strawberries, not oranges,
Nothing
tomatoes.
Florida
nothing
native.
Florida.
Blueberries,
Cherries.
anything?
Not
Oh,
even
shit.
tomatoes. Oh, you know the worst part?
George Washington with your
said-
cherry trees?
I said picking
Holy
cherries
shit.
on Cinco de Mayo is probably not the best day to say it either.
No. They don't understand you.
Yeah, but they'll be watching this later.
Oh man.
But well, unless you got Spanish subtitles, then I don't think they're gonna get it.
Como está?
I got Google Translate.
Bienvenido a podcast.
Some of them got to translate my shit.
Yeah, I got to translate your shit every other sentence. So.
You know how many things? You know how many times I've heard just talking. Somebody like, "Can you slow down?" Like, and I'm like, I don't think I talk that fast.
No.
You know what I mean? But then I guess sometimes I do.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but no. Like you're always if you're either too quiet or too loud.
Yeah,
You're no in between.
I'm no in between.
No.
If I'm quiet, I'm tired, I'm pissed off.
Fair.
But usually when I'm on joking, then I'm like I'm like trying to. I take.
If I don't
over it.
understand you, it's usually because you're mumbling.
He's quiet. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I always understand you.
I pronunciate.
He is a very well spoken.
It's not pronunciation.
African American.
It's
Need more like
enunciate. It's enunciate. He just said I
But-
pronunciate. It's
but-
enunciate. But-
Sometimes you'll say
Enunciate.
something.
I'm a pro at enunciation, so I pronunciate. Nigga.
Pro-
Fuck with me.
Enunciate. You just got lawyered.
What you talk about?
Mic drop.
Is that
Just
like that?
Drop it.
I'm CEO, bitch. Business card. I don't even.
I don't know, but Gloria from the story.
It's good.
You got another one with you, or you only brought one?
That's all I brought. I mean, I got the other one at the house.
But y'all want to go through another one? Oh my god!
mean-
I'm almost out of bourbon though. So I'm just saying.
Well, no, you're not allowed to have it because you made your own and went upstairs, and we're
What?
sharing this.
Yeah, you poured a drink. It was like, go, let's
Yeah.
go.
Didn't even offer us.
I had to go in your company. I had to go
anything.
get my own glass.
Yep.
What kind of shit is that, bitch?
You help yourself around here. I ain't doing the work for you.
Some Aunt your mama shit, bitch.
Your people know where shit is in the kitchen. Come on. Oh.
Hey, listen, man.
I mean, he does know his way around the kitchen.
Yeah.
I know where the knives are too. Then he's talking that
Touche.
shit.
I had more notes. I can't remember what else I was supposed
When you
to
gonna let me
talk
drive your car, man?
Drive my car. Not
You let my
after-
son drive my
You're not-
drive, without a license.
You're not under 12.
Without
You're
a
not allowed to
license.
drive his car. He's the Jared
Oh, okay.
of the
I'm the
neighborhood.
Diddy of the neighbor. Hey, Diddy's trial started today, and I read
Jury selection.
I read the
I
jury.
would love to be on that
I
fucking
know.
jury.
I
Not
read the
me.
jury questions.
Oh,
It's
I want to
hilarious.
be in the crowd.
I would
Yeah.
write a
I
book.
don't want to be on the jury because it's going to be. Listen,
It's not going to be televised.
No.
So being in the crowd means what?
Well-
like standing outside the courthouse?
Yeah,
no,
you stand outside for a
no.
spot in
They're
line,
selling seats.
Yeah, you,
$25 to $35 an hour.
yeah, for
God.
people to stand in line and hold the
So
seat.
you can sit in the courtroom?
So you
Yeah.
can sit and watch. Yeah.
Because there's only like
All right, let's go.
there's only like 200 seats, so the first
See,
200 come.
to
Yeah,
be
so you
on
got
the
people spending
jury-
the night like it's Black Friday just to go sit. in
Camping
there.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
'Cause that-
Black. It's
people
Black
are
Friday
gonna-
for someone.
People are coming out of the woodworks in
Oh
this
my
one.
god!
It's more like Hump Day.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hey, listen, this dude, he showed up. They said he was all gray, beard, hair, because he ain't got no hair color like rich people do. And so now he's showing, what's Diddy, like 51, 52 years old?
Might be a little bit more.
He
than
might be more than that too. So I'm like, yeah, people get gray. But I don't see a way that Diddy don't get 20 years. I just don't
Okay,
see
well,
it.
hold on. How old is Diddy?
I was literally getting ready to say, how old is Diddy?
52, I think.
55.
Whoa, Diddy's 55.
So listen, so you say he's, so again, I feel like he's going to get something
15, 20 years.
because
Here
they're
we
going
go.
to show him a lesson, right? But that's what I'm saying, right? What they got him on trial for
Sex
is
trafficking.
bullshit. Okay,
Trafficking.
you know why?
Because they said he paid people to come to his parties. He paid.
So
yeah.
right now, if I'm on fucking what's one of these shits that you swipe right or what was that shit called?
Tinder.
Tinder. And I meet a bitch in California.
Yeah.
And I be like, yo, what's up, shorty? We gonna fuck. And I pay for her to come to Florida. That's sex trafficking.
You could be. I
And
agree
then
with
you
that.
got it for free calls because the nigga's a freak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't. There's no,
You get what I'm
no
saying?
longer
Yeah.
is that.
No,
There's
it's a lot of
against
questionable charges.
So all the stuff that I was saying, all the stuff that they were saying, like forcible and kind of shit like that, none of that he's being charged with.
No.
So basically, at the end of the day, you're gonna try to get this man 15, 20
For
years
prostitution?
for
hiring a John, yeah.
Again,
they-
right? Listen, you got girls right now that need rent money.
They clearly got
They go
something
and
though.
get some dick for some rent money.
Oh yeah, it happens on the OnlyFans girls all the time. They get someone spending a bunch of money and they pay for them. They give them a hotel,
Epstein.
flight. No, they do.
But Epstein is different.
He was giving little girls jobs.
They
He was
were
paying.
minors. These were all
Yeah,
adults.
come on, stop it. Stop it.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
These are no.
If
Diddy
I'm
was
dating a girl,
Yeah.
and I say, "Yo, shorty, I'm gonna pay your
Fly you
light
out,
bill,"
yeah.
right? Oh, hey, look, you in fucking
course you're
Virginia.
gonna.
I'm saying you in Virginia, and we like, yo, I'm gonna blow your back out when I see you. Here's your flight. You come. Then that's the same exact
Yep.
thing.
I gave you $1,000 for a flight and hotel. Yeah.
How's that against the law?
it's not.
It's not. At very worst, it could be considered maybe prostitution.
Which is
How?
because you're giving something in exchange for what is known as gratification.
That's your girlfriend, not your wife.
Well,
if
right,
she
right,
say,
that.
"Give me $1,000 for a bag," and y'all fuck that day,
right.
is that prostitution?
no, but he was doing it with people that weren't necessarily.
But they were
his
coming.
girlfriend.
yeah, if you-
Right, he wasn't forcibly bringing
No,
them here,
no,
so
no,
they
no.
were coming to
They-
do something for the.
they were yeah.
But the exchange of money or
They weren't-
gifts
they
for
weren't being
sexual
forced,
things.
right.
But exchange of money is something different. But
they
you're
clearly
saying
got
paying for their
something on
flights.
because they
Right,
they
but
wouldn't have
it's-
raided his mansions if they didn't
No.
have months and months
So
worth
what they
of
got
evidence.
on them, what I feel what they got them is all the motherfucking famous people that didn't want to get caught up in this shit.
Telling
so they were
stories?
trying to raid to get them fucking videos so
Yeah.
they
See
could
who
they
else-
could
what else
weed
was
through
involved? Yeah.
and take the certain people that shouldn't be on there out, right? Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, once he got into that fight with that liquor company, the big liquor company that was doing Ciroc and all that shit, he got into a beef with them and started
Yeah.
playing them and saying
Yeah.
they was racist. Once they
Okay.
pulled out, he got no backing, and all of a sudden, boom, they came for him. You know what I'm saying? And they'll show you. Yeah, you think you big? Okay, we'll show you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like after they did everything they did, they're like, fuck, we really don't got much on them though. Because there would
Yeah,
be some better
I mean-
charges than I feel.
Then trafficking. I mean,
They got to prove the trafficking though.
and even like the assault video on Cassie because
And
she
I
was
mean-
saying
and I
she
feel
was
like
saying
they-
he
I
was
mean-
I was too scared to leave him.
Listen.
He was holding me against my will. Like
I mean, we all grew up in the '90s. Love P Diddy. Like, grew up on his music, producing, and all that.
Puff Daddy.
Don't like, and then when you got Usher involved and fucking LeBron
Yeah.
and all these like, I don't even want to know. Like,
They were all hanging out. I mean, Jay-Z was the biggest thing
But
that came into
Barack
the
was
whole thing.
over there. Right?
That's what I'm
a lot
saying,
of people
like,
was there at these
right.
parties, right? But they say the puff party ain't the problem. They say
the
the
after
after party
party.
ain't the problem. It's the after party.
Like
Right.
that starts at 3 a.m., not
Yeah.
the leaving at 3 a.m.
the after party. Now, you drugging people, you setting people up.
Yeah.
Now, if you can prove that, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
the
at the end of the
problem.
day, most of this shit is consensual shit. But once they knew, yo, they about to come for them, right? People like, hold on, motherfucker. I know I was there a couple
Yep,
times, right?
yep. I don't
You
wanna be a
see,
part of
I don't
that.
want to be a part of that. So I feel like, because since those tapes got rid of, they ain't brung nothing up about them tapes.
No.
no.
Only they just keep showing the Cassie video, which is okay. It's assault, like,
Well, it makes him look bad because he adamantly
Oh.
said, I didn't do shit.
and then he
right?
kicked her in the face.
Right?
And then he had to say, "I'm sorry."
Right,
Yeah,
but he should have paid
okay,
her from
you
the
got me.
beginning, right?
Right.
yeah,
She was going to shut up, right? But then she didn't really like snitch. She went and was like, I got all this information, right? So she started telling a little bit. So she was snitching a little bit. She was telling a little bit, right? But these things started matching up, right? Like Kid Cudi's car. He's like, yo, she was going to, he said he was going to blow his car. Kid Cudi car did get blown up.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? So now he's like, oh, whoa. Paid immediately. But now it's out there, right? If I say you're a rapist, it's out there.
It's too late, yeah.
Right? Now it's too late. So then the video pops up. Boom. So you see how much they got him.
Yeah. Guilty by a public
And that was the
opinion.
hotel that released that to CNN. That was crazy. The hotel employee, the security guy, took the video on his phone and then gave it to CNN.
That ain't no video. There ain't no phone video of the shit.
Yeah,
that's the real footage. So what he
surveillance,
did,
No,
yeah.
he videoed from the security room when they were playing the footage on the screen. He videoed it with his phone. That's how he leaked it. So the hotel had the security footage. They brought it up. They were playing it, and the employee took his phone out and was just recording it because you can see him move a little bit, and then he gave it to CNN. And they were
But
like, "Oh,
he's-
it's edited. It's edited." No, it
but
wasn't
he
edited.
paid $50,000 for them to get rid of the footage.
Right.
He tried.
No, he did. They took it, and then the footage was gone for about 4 years. But they always still had a copy.
Of course, yeah. They always said. I didn't know he paid
Yeah, he
that
paid
long ago.
50 grand.
He
Yeah.
probably paid the same. He probably paid the same nigga who leaked it. He got paid twice. Right?
What are we doing wrong? How do we? how do we give money?
I don't know. I just hope that I'm that rich and famous from this podcast one day.
You know.
I don't want to be that rich.
No,
I could
no,
be
no,
that
no,
rich.
no. That's
I don't
crazy.
want to be that rich.
I want to be close.
I want to still be able to walk down the street
And
without being,
Drew can't even walk down the street without my mom saying hi to him. So
well, listen, man, dear mama.
now she's gonna listen to this. I don't know if my mom can stay awake long enough to get to the end of this to hear that. But mom, he's not that cool.
Hi, Casey's
Listen,
mom.
Hey, how you doing? We have actually met.
Yeah, you had. Oh God, he has met her.
Have we met?
Yeah, she's been at the lagoon once or twice. Maybe you met her. I don't know. No, didn't you meet her at Oh, were we out somewhere?
Casey's mom's got it going on.
No, she doesn't. My mom's crazy. She's out of her mind. I feel like you did meet her somewhere. I have to think back for a while. Take me a little bit. My mind's not like y'all's.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't work like kitchens.
Oh,
Yeah,
white
maybe.
people
Anyways, yeah. So my mom's watching this. So if my mom can take a minute to watch it,
Organized and-
all y'all can take a minute to watch this. Yeah, Diddy's trial. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
To his point, I would want to be on the jury too. I'll tell you why. Because one, most of the jury people like that, if you're the first one, you get paid. You get a book deal. You get interviews. You get all that stuff. You get paid. That's good. But also because you get to hear and see all the shit that they like edit and redact and like you can. Oh, the jury got to watch this and that. I want to see all the inside stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
more ice. Hey, Kate.
Somebody,
some ice.
somebody text Kate. Tell her to bring a cup of ice
And some more margaritas.
and a bottle of bourbon.
Gloria.
Gloria.
From a store
So
we go.
no, so I would want to be on the jury. I think it'd be cool. The problem is like now they're saying it's going to be 8 weeks.
It's like
8 weeks. That's it.
8 weeks, but they don't have to get sequestered. They don't go to a hotel. They get
That's
to go home
what,
every night.
and I don't like that. Right?
They get to go home every night.
Again, right? How do you really get a fair jury when you're that big of a star? You can't tell me there's not anybody who doesn't know something about this
Right.
trial already.
Yeah,
So,
there's-
so the first questions were.
I'm pretty sure
But
my
it's questions, so
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure my
better if I want to get on the
grandparents
trial.
know
If
who
I want
Diddy
to,
is.
but if I want to get on the jury, then I just lie about certain things. No, I don't really listen to this. No, I
would
don't
lie
really
to
know
get
that.
on it.
Right? Just so I always wanted to be on a jury.
Puff Diddy, Daddy, Duty, Sean Combs. I don't
Love.
never heard of him.
Yeah. Who?
I don't
Puff
know.
the Magic Dragon. Right? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I always wanted to be on jury duty because I love court shows, stuff like that, whatever. And one time I got called
Yeah.
for jury duty. Fucking had to be all the way down to fucking 7 o'clock in the morning type shit.
Yep. The worst.
We sat there. It was like we got about 5 cases. About 11:30, they were like, "Yeah, everybody took a plea deal. You can just go home."
Yep. So I did that a few times, getting jury duty. I got called 2 or 3 times in a row one year, like every 4 months.
Never
It was
been
annoying.
called.
I never got to go.
Of
in
course, now that I say that,
So the first time I did it, I wanted out of it because I was always like, "Oh, I'm gonna get out of here." They were like, "Oh, the defendant's black." I'm like, "He's guilty." They were like, "You go home," and so that was it. And I was like, "All right, well, okay, I'm good, right?"
I just always
When in doubt, point the
But
black man out.
So I got out of that, and then after that,
I just say I'm pregnant just to
after
get
the
out
next
of
couple of yeah, that doesn't work in today's world.
I'm expecting.
They might believe you in today's world. So. And so I got a message for you guys in a second. So I after that I'm like, oh, maybe I want to be on one. Like, let me do it. So I stuck around. Same thing. A bunch of people took plea deals. Then I got called one more time. I'm like, this is bullshit. If I don't get on a jury this time, I ain't even answering these stupid things anymore. Went down there.
Yeah, okay.
I got through the whole process. We get down. They're like, they sit you in they were trying to get 8 people and they had like 20 of us and they sit us down and they start asking questions and the lawyers are there but not the thing, and it was a DUI case, right? But they don't tell you all this beforehand. I found this out later. So they ask questions. They're like, if you left your house and you forgot to close your garage door, would you turn all the way around and go check on it? I'm like, I got an app for that, right? But this was like 4 or 5 years ago. This was like right before COVID, maybe 2019.
Of course you do.
Yeah, and so
I mean, we all do now, but I'm just saying
they
you
just
probably had
asked
the
a-
first app. And
I know
shit,
that maybe they asked a bunch of dumb questions. So somehow they were like, "What's your favorite TV show?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? What does that got to do with it?"
exactly.
So I answer all the questions. I get picked. I
What
go
did
in.
you say though? What's your favorite
Cosby Show?
MASH, man,
You said
1970s.
MASH.
MASH?
It's not. It's one of my favorites, but it's not my favorite. But I put it. I wasn't
said
gonna say
MASH?
Dexter. Wasn't gonna say serial killer movie show. What was I gonna do?
MASH,
Yeah.
Yo, I
What you know
hated
about-
MASH.
So did
yo.
I.
God, when that shit started at night, yo, I hated it.
Yo, my dad
Oh
would
my
watch 10
God.
episodes a night on repeat on
I couldn't get
PBS.
I
past
know
the
it's
theme
time
song.
to go. The theme song.
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
It was
I
time to
love
go to
it.
sleep.
I love it.
And when MASH came, it was time to go to sleep.
Yo, you
It
want to know
might
how
as
I
well
put
been black and white.
You want to know?
Yeah,
how,
basically.
You want to know
Because
how I put Kate to sleep? I turn on MASH. Gone. 2 seconds, she's out. I'm
You know
like,
how I put Kate to sleep?
good luck with that. Is that your walk up? Your walk up?
I watched Forensic Files.
Oh, I used to like X Files, but
No, like every night I watch Forensic
oh,
Files.
so
That's
we
what I
used
go
to
to
watch a
sleep
lot.
to.
Kate
My
would
parents
watch a lot.
watched that.
But it's like for me, like it's like because the voice and it's telling the story. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is. His
and,
voice,
put
yeah,
me-
it's good.
and then on top of it, you know,
It's
in
interesting,
case
some
I
of
got to off somebody.
Yeah, he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Unalive someone. Yeah, no, so I finally get picked for this jury and they bring us in and the guy had a DUI where he ran into some lady's Jeep, rear-ended her. He didn't hurt her bad. She had some injuries.
And
And
then left
then
his
he kept
garage
trying to
open.
drive, right? So this happened on West Shore. Anybody that's watching that's familiar with Tampa, South Tampa, West Shore Boulevard, right near 275. Like right, pretend like you're headed south on 275. You make a left on West Shore, okay? So he was coming up towards the highway. So he does this. He leaves. Well, what he didn't know is he passed a cop. And the cop got further down the road and saw her on the side of the road all damaged up and was like, what's going on? And she goes, that car. So he run, goes chasing him, clips on the body cam, clips on the dash cam, catches up with him almost at International. Like he made it, what,
Yeah.
4 or 5 miles, right? Gets
So
down
how-
there.
I mean, he ain't turned
Gets
off.
down.
I was just responding.
Snappy snap. Watch the camera, bro.
We're wrapping it up
We're
right
wrapping
now.
it up in like 5
Oh,
minutes.
she brought the nickel.
That's dead.
Yeah, it's probably dead.
Tonight's episode's sponsored
by
by Gloria and Dickel.
George Dickel, bourbon.
Yep.
That camera's on.
Casey loves the Dickel.
I do. Yeah. So this guy,
So anyway, we can wrap because
we got to wrap it up in 5
what do you
minutes.
what do you need?
Ice. Somebody want
I'll
Oh,
take a little.
yeah. Give,
a whole big cup.
Welcome,
Hey, it's Cinco de
welcome.
Mayo. We shouldn't say
Cinco de
ice.
Mayo. Thank you, Kate.
we have to go to
5 minutes.
get tacos.
Text her and tell her 5 minutes. Okay.
Is she already there? Is it hot in here?
Yeah.
So take off all your clothes.
So I'm gonna edit that little part, but probably not.
Well, I think
I'm
we
gonna
probably
take
should.
my clothes
Anyway,
off.
so we can wrap this. I got on
Yeah,
the jury
let's
for this,
wrap it.
for this guy's DUI, and he gets arrested. They do the dash cam. He does all the field sobriety tests, body cam, dash cam. He falls out of the car, falls on the concrete, can't walk, can't stand up. He's still got the nightclub wristband on, which is hilarious. So he gets arrested. We all look around. We're like, does anybody think this guy's innocent? Like his car's all messed up.
And he
you know?
pled not guilty.
Yeah. He pled not guilty. He didn't take a plea deal, right? So what we found out later that they don't tell you when you're on a jury is you are not allowed to know the defendant's criminal conviction history unless you know it from public. You know, like if Diddy had a history, you'd know that. But we didn't know this guy, right? So find out, we convict him guilty, right? He gets sentenced right in the courtroom to 6 months in jail. We leave. Before we leave, they give you like a decompress, like a, whatever. This was this guy's 9th DUI. I'm like, no wonder they
How
didn't
do you
let
have
us-
9?
9, yeah, and still had a license. And I'm like, he had a valid license. I said, no wonder they don't
That's
let.
where the system's broken.
Yeah.
Because
Correct.
after 2 or 3,
Yeah.
you should
no,
never.
and I'm like, no wonder they don't let
3
you
or
know.
4.
They don't let you know his history because if
Over
I
a
had heard,
period of time.
if I had heard that he
Yeah.
had 9 DUIs, I'd be like, this dumbass.
So
Yeah.
I knew a cop,
So it was cool being on the jury.
and he
but-
told me, no matter what, you never blow, and you never do the field sobriety
because
test.
that's incriminating yourself.
All you
Even if
do-
you're zero.
Because they're just building the case.
No,
That's all
you
they're
tell
doing.
them. You tell them. Listen, sir, I have no problem doing any tests or anything you would like me to do. I would just like to have my lawyer present when I
Correct.
do it.
You respectfully
Who's
decline.
your lawyer? I don't know.
anything.
Give me a phone book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Better call Saul.
Now you're gonna lose your license.
Yeah,
for
but you
the
can get
6
it back.
months.
You're gonna be in
but
trouble no
you're
matter
gonna
what.
lose your license for 6 months, but you don't have the you blew 1.7 and things of that, and the reckless driver can be added
I
to
blew
it.
a
You don't get any of that.
.279.
They can try to get the blood draw.
mine. I was a wasted.
So there was a
That's
kid.
Irishing.
There's a YouTuber
Yeah,
I
yeah.
follow that got arrested for
That's
DUI.
that's another episode.
Yeah,
'Cause
we'll talk
We'll
about
get into that because
We can talk about a wrestler episode.
Oh yeah, we will. There's a
10
YouTuber.
grand is 6 months of my life that
Yeah.
just
That you got.
they make it
Wasted.
It's not
hell.
worth it.
No,
It's not worth
no,
it.
Not at all.
There's a YouTuber that blew a 0,000 and they still arrested him, and he ended up suing them and getting off and winning like 40 grand. But
After I went through the whole thing, I'm like, dude, I could totally do this again and get away with shit because shouldn't have blown, shouldn't have done the field sobriety, shouldn't
Yeah.
have gotten a lawyer. A lawyer just cost me like $3,000 for
Yeah,
nothing.
they're $3,000,
He didn't
yeah.
do shit. He
They-
just
Well,
told me
can
what was
do-
going to
yeah,
happen
exactly.
next.
yeah.
Like you had still have to go through the class. Like
But
I'm
I
like,
mean, what if you have bad
I
balance?
could do
right?
this next DUI for half the price.
What if you got bad balance?
Please don't.
You get a discount fucking
Bad
DUI.
balance.
But bad balance, like I can't
I
I
couldn't
can't
do that
go
shit
from
sober.
Z to A
We've
right
done
now.
that. We've done it
I can't
outside.
go from Z to A right now.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, we've done the test
bullshit.
outside the lagoon, and we weren't good at it.
We're white boy drunk. That's
we'll
when you were
talk-
puking on yourself.
and
Let's
falling.
wrap this up.
Yeah, we'll talk about this next time.
Let's talk about white boy drunk.
John's wife wants to go see tacos. Yeah, stay tuned for episode
Eat
3.
tacos.
Yeah, episode 3 will be coming sooner than later, and we're gonna talk for. I think we should do a little bit longer next time.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, we'll do what we need to do in
We'll
between.
we'll do arrests and
We
tacos.
can do commercial breaks and stuff,
And
right?
field
You know, we
sobriety
can
tests.
Stop and then come back, and then
yeah, we can.
we'll just
Anyways, we're gonna try for once a week.
we'll
If you
wake
guys-
and bake and
If you guys, I forgot to do this in the first episode. If y'all got friends, like we all ask all our people, like, hey, check this out, watch it, share it, whatever. If you are watching this and you're not like in our inner neighborhood circle, even if you are, share this video, take the link and share it.
And you know somebody famous now. You know people on TV.
right.
But tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's the best advertising you can get. And the 6 separations or whatever. If only
As Drew would say, word of mouth.
if only 100 people send
an
it out
F.
on the 6 separations, you get 6,000.
That's
So
funny. Mouth.
mouth, yeah. Okay. So share it. Tell a friend.
Got these big ass lips. How to hold the mouth? I can't do mouth. I can't do that mouth.
And next time we'll find some new podcast hosts to entertain you guys because these two.
And we'll make sure Kate wears a bikini next time because that was bullshit.
Yeah, that- I don't know
Fucking
what she was
sweatpants.
into.
What the hell?
No, she was in
Listen, babe.
shorts. You didn't even tell she was in shorts.
Oh, she was in shorts now. See, she was in sweatpants when we got here.
Oh.
My name is Lee, and I can't see.
Your wife's not here. It's safe. Oh, she might be watching this. So.
My wife will be watching. How you doing?
My wife be
sweetheart?
like,
Hey, Jennifer.
Love
hi,
you,
Jennifer. Love you,
Love you, girl.
Girl.
All right, we're wrapping it. We appreciate you watching. Share this. Tell everyone you know to come watch episode 2 and come back for episode 3.
And like I always say, if you can't be good, then be good at it.
Yeah. And don't be a
Don't be a dick.
dick.
There you go.
Peace.